Agreed. I think home field is critical.
They're starting to play ball a little bit down there.
They are.
They are looking pretty good. You know, Roethlisberger's got these. They're starting to put up some
Well,
wins.
I think that team was like in disarray at the beginning with the whole Bell thing. We can go into that later, but Connor's done well and
done great.
And yeah, I think that was the issue at first. Like the whole team wasn't really playing well together. I think, and then they kindly.
Now, do you think they're going to kind of like pull together?
They seem like they figured it out. I mean,
now Le'Veon done. Le'Veon is never playing. At least not this year. He's not playing in Pittsburgh ever.
He can't play anywhere now. Not for this year. He's done. Because if he didn't sign that tender, that was it. So now he's done for the year.
Yeah, this is one of those things that could help. You know what I mean? That could
rally
around that.
Yeah.
Sure. You know what I mean? Hey, you know that if I was the coach, you take that situation. Be like, he's not here. You know what I mean? Your best player is not here, but you have your brother's back. You know what I mean? You guys all have your brother's back. Go show everybody what the fuck we can do. We don't need him. You know?
True. And like Juice said, they've been playing well, man. They've been on a run lately.
Yep.
They've been playing well. Kansas City's playing well. You know who's not playing well? Who didn't look very good last year?
Dolphins.
Well, we know that. Let's just not.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm talking about contenders. Oh, not pretenders. The Dolphins are contenders.
What have you been waiting all week to say this?
The look on his face.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
They look like.
I feel like you're just excited.
We're talking about the AFC. You're talking about the Chiefs. You're talking about Pittsburgh. You got to talk about the Patriots.
Yeah, they look like absolute trash. Brady looked
trash.
Brady looked like he was 41. How many more times do they have to throw that fucking stupid play?
Here we
where he
go.
trips over himself.
Anger.
No.
Great catch, Brady.
It's dumb. It's a stupid play.
Yeah.
He's not a
Risky.
mobile quarterback.
Risky like that. Yeah, he ain't.
Let's be honest. That play didn't cost him the game. The play did
No.
not. It
They
didn't
got
cost him the game.
the game was over from the kick.
First seconds in
I'll
the
be
game.
honest. I didn't see a lot of that game, but I'm sure you guys watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
What the hell went wrong there?
Why wouldn't we watch the whole thing? You just turn it off when your team's down? I mean, I know because
All I said was
has never made the playoffs
I
in
didn't
the last
watch that
4
game
or 5 years.
because I don't care. I'm sure you guys did, so I'm not going to speak on it because I didn't see it.
Okay.
So
Were you
go
able
ahead.
to watch it?
Anger.
No,
You
I
weren't
was in the middle of
Here we go.
my seminar. No,
breathing.
All right, so
Luckily,
Scott.
thank
Well,
God.
luckily for you,
Luckily for you.
so these guys got
I
to
was
watch
I
it.
was updating on my phone. That's why I feel like that's what.
You know what? That's the type of game. It looks like you want to just update on your phone. Just be like, "Fuck this,
Yeah.
whatever, man." That's it. This game's gonna
That's
suck.
pretty much what it was. Watch Tom Brady feed it to Josh Gordon, who's now our number one wide receiver, number one option.
How many
Which
targets?
it shouldn't. He
Why,
doesn't
something-
even run anything. All he runs is slants and go routes. How is
I
he
know.
your number one target?
Yeah,
he doesn't
it's
know the
interesting.
offense, and we just keep throwing to him. That's how bad it is. The Tennessee knew it. Vrabel did a great job. James White's out there. It's passing situations. Sonny Michel's out there. It's running situations. They hit him at the line. They jammed it. They went small and they went after
Smoked
him.
him out.
James White's out there. Yeah, you blitz, and you know James
Tennessee
White has to pick
barbecue.
up the blitz.
Blitz.
Now you lose your best receiver.
Receiver.
In,
It was like
in my opinion, though, actually listening after the game and being a Pats fan, I think that.
I got you.
You got me? You want to do
Yeah,
it?
sure.
I think that. I think Deion Lewis was right. He said that, this is what happens when you don't
No,
pay.
he's not right.
He's not wrong. This is
I
what
like
happens.
that.
No, and I'm not saying that
He's
I'm wrong with the
completely
team.
wrong.
It's every year we have to rebuild and figure out our offense because we bring in
That's what you-
people.
He's been doing it for fucking
Chiefs.
17 years.
17 years, and now
They
we're
all
gonna
scared.
question it.
No.
Yeah.
Listen,
It should be.
it's weeks. It was what? It's week fucking
It's
9.
late. It's a late week to get your ass kicked. That's the difference. It's not like you lost
But
by
is it-
3
the way I saw
or
it-
7. You got your ass kicked. That's the big difference.
What's
Why-
the
why
level?
is-
What's the level of your concern right now?
Why is it a
Concern, I
trend?
got to see if Gronk's healthy.
Yeah, that's me.
That's your main. If Gronk's healthy, you
Gronk's
take
Tom
it.
Brady
They-
wasn't going to take shots to the ribs in week 9 because he's 41 years old. And he was getting pressured.
Yes.
So, yeah, and people are like, he just crumbled. Because he's not going to take those
He's not
fucking
done.
straight shots
Trent
to the
Brown.
ribs and then have that linger for the next fucking month or 2 months. He
Left
knows what he's
tackle.
doing.
Left
Why-
tackle.
We're
was-
getting beat right now.
The left tackle was coughing up a lung. Shaq Mason was out. Marcus Cannon was out. And no Gronkowski. Dwayne Allen got hurt. And, I mean, they were, what?
No,
Go ahead,
it's
Joe.
violent.
Hey.
But it seems like a trend to me that we can't play coaches that coached or played for us.
Of course, Joe, they know
Every
what
time
to
they
do.
know our stupid fucking
So do you think
brilliant
you guys-
offense that no one can learn.
You guys think you're all set as long as you don't play
No.
any former Patriot?
No.
Employees.
They got a lot.
You guys got
lot.
it. You can't. Listen,
It's a great week for a bye week.
You take your loss. It's business as usual. Belichick, they're gonna bounce back. Watch what happens. You know, they got time to relax now. They got a bye this week, right?
Yeah.
So-
Good time for the bye.
You watch. They're gonna come
thing
back, and I wouldn't want to see them
No, you
coming
don't,
off. You know,
No, but the only thing is, you want to get one of those first two seeds.
Right now they're the second.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start positioning yourself. Absolutely, but
Right.
you know, I remember Kansas City beat them week 4. It was like 2 years ago. Remember that?
2014.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
I didn't hear the end.
Brady's done. This is done. Guess what he did? Came back and won a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So let's not forget
Callahan
that.
fucking came right out.
The sky's not falling yet. You can't.
No.
No.
I tend to agree that the sky's not falling.
I'm
yet.
not saying
I
the
just
sky
love.
was
I
falling. It was
love
just
having
a-
fun with you guys.
It was just a bad beat. It's unusual for November. If it happens in September or if it happens in October, you're like, all right, the Patriots are using it as a
Usually
trade.
November's when
November
they're
is
hitting their
the
stride.
stride.
They're winning games. They're setting up for the
Yes.
playoffs and their home field. Better get that home game, man.
Yeah.
It's getting tough.
And they're not good on the road this year.
Right
They're
there
not
now.
good on the road this year.
If they have to play on the road, play the first game at home. If they're the 3rd seed,
Yes.
and they have to hit the road, they're
It's
in
going to
trouble.
be tough.
They're in trouble.
San Diego, as a Chiefs
Oh, I
fan,
forgot about
Oh, boy,
the
they're coming right
So,
up.
Chargers.
As a Chiefs fan, you're sitting there, all right, you guys had them week 1.
We own them.
You
Yeah.
owned them at San Diego.
Mhm.
Now they're finding their stride.
Sure.
They're one of the hottest teams.
Sure they are.
What's your level of concern with that?
My concern is that absolutely every year they're kind of right there. That AFC West is it's a tough division.
Yeah.
You know, Denver's always potential, but
Yep.
you see Phillip Rivers putting together wins. It's really fun to watch his team. You know, he's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
But
they're kind of similar to the Chiefs. They got a lot of weapons,
Absolutely.
but they got a better defense. They got a good defense.
Joey?
The Chargers.
we own
The
them.
kid,
But yeah.
Derwin James, the rookie out there.
Yeah.
Jesus
When,
Christ!
when Bosa comes back, then
Yeah.
then they're
Right.
a wrecking.
You know what I
So you
find?
got 4 teams in the AFC.
Oh yeah.
You got 4 legit teams that can get to the Super Bowl right now. You got the Chargers, you got the Chiefs, Pittsburgh, and New England.
Do you see any dark horses in there, like maybe sneaking in? Houston Texans?
Houston would be on that second because they're playing well.
I'm scared of the Colts right now, honestly.
Luck's doing good for
Yeah.
he's
Their
doing-
offensive line is
showing
not
potential.
allowing any sacks. Nothing.
They can get in the playoffs.
He has time right
How
now.
about Tennessee?
Tennessee? No, I just don't trust Marcus Mariota really.
You know what's funny from last week, going back thinking about it? Scott said the week before, so what was last week? Week 10? Week 9, Vegas got killed. All the favorites won.
Right.
Last week, Scott was right. Tennessee,
Yep.
It was dogs.
Cleveland,
Cleveland.
Arizona covered.
Yep.
Well, besides the
All
Saints,
the dogs last week.
Well, there was a lot of dogs last week, so.
Yep.
they gotta come back. They gotta win their money.
They
It was,
did.
the house always wins.
Because we had a lot of dogs in
Well,
our house picks last week.
no.
I think my Cincinnati pick was pretty much.
Well,
the,
let's see.
boldest. That game was over.
Scott
by
was
what,
bold
first?
and took Cincinnati, who
Because
lost
I
by
don't like the
40. Scott, where are you at? You're 6-4 now after
6
your
and 4.
loss last
Yes.
week. Yep. Johnny pushed with Jacksonville.
So I'm up $200. Right?
Johnny's 3-6-1.
That's not bad.
No.
Joe?
150 because of the
Took
Bigs.
2 bombs.
Right, yeah.
Carolina.
Kickback.
Yeah.
It was kind of similar to the Cincinnati game, actually. So
It was pretty
Joe
bad, I agree.
falls to a putrid 3-7, and I took Cleveland.
So every
Won the
week,
game.
Juice new to house rules here. Every week we do one pick, spread, and see who wins. So right now Scott's in the lead. You can join for being on
Yeah.
for the week and make your
Okay.
pick based
Yeah,
on
let's
spread.
get Juice's pick this week, so we'll get him in there. And Scott, since you're leading, you can go ahead and
Taking Washington at home +3 against Houston Texans.
ooh, all right. So Washington plus 3 going against Houston. All right.
Tough place to play.
It is a tough place to play. I agree. Yanni?
I'm gonna ride the Who Dat train. New Orleans Saints. I think
-8 against home against.
Philly, who's fallen.
falling.
They are falling. They don't look good.
No, they look.
Taking
Yeah.
them in the knockout pools. New Orleans.
You are.
Saints?
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. It's either
Drew
them.
Brees is playing out of this fucking world. You know,
Oh, my
everybody
God.
talks about Brady
Oh.
41. Drew Brees is 40.
Yeah.
Guys, he's
What is it
incredible.
now? A quarterback's year 40 and they're playing out of their fucking minds.
Because they don't
He's
get
got
touched.
a
That's right. The rules protect them.
They do.
And so you're seeing
Good
upset scores,
offensive
man.
line and 2 great
That's why
running
when
backs.
people
Yeah.
are like Brett Favre and Dan Marino and all that stuff,
They were getting
like,
the
look
shit
what
kicked
Brady's
out of
doing.
them, you know?
Dude,
Shit.
You can't touch
Dude,
him
Marino
anymore.
got crushed. Brett Favre got crushed. I mean,
Marino,
Warren Sapp was up
Marino
his ass
towards
every
the end
day.
though, they gave him like the courtesy side.
Yes,
they
they-
wouldn't slam him to the ground. They'd be like,
Well,
kind of
but
wrap him up. And
Well,
let him
Favre
go.
was known for the
Right.
scared turtle and stuff
Yeah,
going down.
they
to
wouldn't
the
beat
ground.
him up, but still, yeah, they're playing forever.
You look at it now, guys from the back, a guy like Bernie Kosar would be a fucking Hall of Fame.
Oh.
But you know,
Poor Bernie. Have you seen him speak lately? Poor
Vinny
guy.
Testaverde.
He's
He's
just,
yeah.
he's not in good shape, man.
Ozar?
Oh,
Cleveland will do that to you.
sad. No, it's sad. He's just like, oh,
Ooh, that's you?
Is that CTE or AIDS? What do you get?
it's both, bro.
Whatever it is, it's bad.
It's not good. It is oozing out of him.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not good. So, Yanni New Orleans, Scott Washington, Joe.
I'm changing from what I wrote before. I'm taking Tampa Bay plus 1.5 at the Giants. I watched the Giants the other night. They're trash.
Oh,
I can't.
Giants.
So they
put
won on
money
Monday.
in.
They won the game.
They're trash. That was the worst. One of the worst games I've ever watched
You know
in my
another-
life.
that was a good game.
I mean, it was a good shootout. There were so many penalties.
Yeah, it was. The last 5 minutes was good though. Watching Eli. Like,
That kid
actually-
Mullins is
put a drive
legit.
together.
I will give him the
He
kid.
played well.
He's
San
good.
Francisco actually has, that's 3 quarterbacks you've seen this year. They're solid fucking
Yeah.
quarterbacks, man.
Serviceable, yeah.
Right?
And if they didn't have
Sucks
injuries,
What happened to Garoppolo? They could have been a playoff team.
Yep.
What do you
And
got
they
for
run
what do you got up for a line for that Vikings Bears?
That's actually what I'm taking. I got Minnesota plus 2.5 in that game.
So I'll take that too. I want Minnesota.
So
I like
Minnesota.
that.
So me and Juice. are
They
going
need to
together.
win. That's why they need to win.
And they're getting
That
points.
is-
And Chicago is good,
And
but
they're coming off a bye.
believe it or not, Sally called that. You know, he said Chicago, watch out.
Actually,
oh well, now
Did he-
whoa! You're new to the first time on House Rules. We could let you know that we did bring in Jay Kelly for a couple times. He's been on House Rules.
Solid
He
guy.
he was the one
That said I didn't know that.
said
Oh, I
Chicago,
didn't know that.
and Sal jumped on the wagon.
Sal plagiarized it
Ah.
and used it as his own.
He's fucking running
Sal
around like
Kelly.
Sal Kelly. we're calling him.
Baker Gayfield's the greatest guy of all time.
Yeah.
He ain't no
Baker
Mahomes,
Mayfield.
I can tell you that much. He
Poor
ain't no
Sal, we
Mahomes.
got him again.
Sorry, Sal. But,
Got him again. Oh man.
oh, Jesus. Plagiarism.
Plagiarism at its finest.
He literally repeated what Jay had said on the show.
He recorded Jay one
Word
day,
for
and
word.
But that
It was hilarious.
But that Vikings, they're not playing to their potential right now. They are. Last year they were like putting it down.
See,
I know
that's a sneaky team right there.
Yeah.
That's a team that was
Cousins
scared to the playoffs.
is.
Minnesota can get in
Dalvin
there.
Cook looks
The
healthy.
NFC outside of the Rams is open.
Yeah.
Someone can take
Saints
that.
are right there. They're
Yeah,
dangerous.
Saints,
They are
yeah.
dangerous. Yep. They're
Saints are
dangerous.
playing good too.
Yeah, that's your number 1 seed right now, man.
Yeah. We'll see, man.
Well-
we're getting there. So
We can transition from NFL and go to NBA. I went to the Celtic game last night.
Mhm.
No,
Le'Veon Bell, bro.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Le'Veon.
Bell. What
Oh, look at that. Jones forgetting about him just like the Steelers.
Yeah, just
Whoa.
how do you do that?
Fuck it. Over.
he's
Case closed.
Yeah,
He's out. What is there to talk about?
$14 million he passed
That's
on.
flat
We're
out.
Team Bell.
All right,
we're
so
gonna
we're
pass
Team
on him?
Bell. So what do we think? Like, was his move now? Do you think it's gonna work?
He took it too goddamn far.
Oh
yeah. When we were Team
He was
Bell,
playing fucking.
I was like,
chicken.
sit
Playing
out. till-
poker. He's like, I'm gonna call their bluff. Didn't happen.
When keeping it real goes
He
wrong.
went all in. They took him down. I was shocked. He didn't come back.
He's cost himself money too.
A
Yeah.
lot of money, man.
Cost
A whole
himself money this
season.
year and next
Yeah,
year.
probably.
Who's
Comes
gonna?
back in place. For
Who wants to deal with him next
2.5.
year?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that that's going to affect another team? Of
Oh,
course,
I
it's a hell
would
of a
think
salary.
so.
Absolutely.
Why would you want to negotiate with
I'm
this
now
guy,
content.
man?
Right,
Yeah.
We see
Ready,
what
bud?
the NFL owners will do. They band together, man, when they want to blackball a fucking guy.
It's like Hollywood, right? Like Hollywood.
You
Ready? You
might
have
not ever hear his name again.
You have Kareem Hunt, right? When
Yeah.
did you guys draft him? The 3rd round?
I don't even know when that
I
fucking
think he
guy
was a
yeah.
3rd round pick.
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't.
Kamara. He was the 3rd round pick, right? These are both young, manageable running backs right,
Right.
now. All right.
A lot of talent.
You have Sony Michel that was taken early this year by the Pats.
First round, yeah.
So right now you have a bunch of teams that they're seeing it. All right, we're going to take these young running backs. We're going to use them, abuse them, like you say.
Get rid of him and then
Get
draft
rid of
another
them
one.
and draft another one. Why is somebody now, after Bell created all this stuff, sat out a whole year? They're going to pay a man that didn't really care if he played this year. They're going to say, no, that's different. Let's give him a max contract. I don't think so.
Well, we don't sound like Team Bell anymore.
I just
I'm
think
gonna
they
be
just-
I
honest.
think it's hilarious. I would hang out with
we
the
gotta
guy.
stick with him.
I didn't think
Man,
he'd sit
I feel
out.
bad for the guys in
I mean-
fantasy football that were waiting for this guy.
Had him.
I mean, the,
I got Connor. I'm psyched.
the city of Pittsburgh. I mean, those guys are diehard fans.
They are, and all
You
of
know?
them are just like screw him. He doesn't want. He turned his back on the team, and that's it.
Yeah.
We'll roll with the guys we got. And guess what?
Connor's
The
doing.
worst thing happened to Le'Veon. If the team was falling apart and they really needed him, then you would have seen like we need him. He needs to come
That's
back.
what he was
The
banking on.
fact that they're playing well
Well.
almost makes him an afterthought.
The-
Because
the-
now it's like we did this without. We don't need him. We don't need him.
He didn't know that Connor would come in and just do what he
No.
did. And if they didn't have a running game and they needed a running back, he
Right.
would have been more like,
Of course,
they would have been
They
pushing
would've been
more to,
like, okay, fine.
come on, here you go. Yeah.
Someone got in his head. I don't know who it was.
Oh, his
He could have been
agent.
fucking around with a Kardashian or something. They fuck everyone up. So
Yeah.
that could have fucking happened. That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
That's not a bad.
You know?
It might have been
Those
Kardashian.
Kardashians.
Or maybe Roethlisberger got him in the bathroom. I don't fucking know. He's known for that.
We also had someone that was.
Scott's priest got him.
Oh, take it easy with the priest.
I don't know. So next year around this time, do you think we're talking about Bell? Like
He'll be
you know,
playing.
He'll be playing.
Yeah.
But do you think this will affect the rest of his career?
Canadian Football League, maybe.
I mean, you look at it two ways. He took a whole year off, so that helped his
Rejuvenated,
his
yeah.
body not take
Right.
all those hits.
Right.
450 touches a year, which is the main reason why he wanted to sit out. It's because you're using me, you're abusing me, nobody wants to pay me. Someone's going to pay him. Because he's still talented, he's going to be 28 years old, so someone's going to pay him.
There'll be a lot of stipulations in a contract to take this guy. Like,
Probably,
Buddy,
yeah.
we expect this out of you.
Yeah, he'll want the upfront money, like,
Yeah.
some guarantee, 30 some odd million guarantee. Someone's going to pay him. Because he's still,
14 million, he said. 14 million. He could
I wonder-
honestly, he could have signed at the dotted line, and then the minute he thought that he was getting used and abused, like he said,
he could have
could've
faked an
faked a
injury,
cramp,
and that's
anything.
that's what we thought he was going to do.
Anything.
Sign the contract,
Take the
fake an
money.
injury. Yeah.
Apparently, money isn't that big of a deal to him. He
He
doesn't
must be
care
doing
about.
it.
He doesn't care about 14 million. Maybe he wants to come on House Rules and join us for.
Listen, we've been
pennies.
hashtagging him forever.
Yeah.
So hopefully, it
He'll
gets to him.
join House Rules.
He can walk away from money like that. I'm collecting cans to buy a new sump pump, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Like we were saying, all you had to do is sign it and just my hamstring, no good. I'm out. They didn't even do that.
Yeah,
Well, they could use a 1-2 punch if him and Connor are in there. Let's see the
Oh,
potential.
that would have been lethal right there.
Yeah.
Lethal.
Even like the Redskins, you see how they're doing it with. I mean,
Peterson.
You have no
Yeah.
clue who you're going to hand off to,
Thompson.
pretty much.
It's-
One's
yeah.
going out, one's running. Yeah, they would have.
good duo back there. Would have been
It's a move. It's over.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Bell, he did it all the way to the end.
Imagine if he just retires. Just, I'm done.
Hey, that wouldn't be strange. I mean, guys are retiring left and right, young now.
You gotta respect him a little bit. He stands by what
I
he
love
wants.
it. Screw it,
No,
man.
stuck to his
It's
guns.
his
Hey,
money.
listen, I
It's his
think
money.
Nike
Sure.
signs him up. Is Nike gonna sign him too? And fucking
Him and Kaepernick, they're like a duo now. So if you sign one, you got to
Can you
sign
be
the
leaving
other.
on Bill next Halloween?
I don't know if I look like him enough.
Yeah, and we don't want to get involved in the
Hold off
whole,
Kaepernick a
you know.
little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Kaepernick, you look like him.
Yeah, tanning booth.
Speaking of contracts, like I said before, and trades and players, we're going to switch over to the NBA, where that's Harry's point of view. He's the NBA expert over
We
here.
got Juice too.
And
though,
we
now.
got Juice.
Big NBA,
Butler
but-
is now a Sixer.
Jimmy Butler finally
How
got
does that-
traded.
Yeah, we got a little shift in power. How
I
does
li-
that
I
change?
like, I like it for the Eastern Conference, man. Start bringing some guys.
I mean, they didn't look
LeBron
too
left,
great
it was
last
like,
night.
Man, it's getting watered down. Then Kawhi goes to Toronto. Celtics got what they got going on. I got Jimmy Butler in Philly. Giannis is turning into.
Stud.
So the East is back. I like the. Philly had to make the trade. They had to make that trade. They gave away two guys, two good players. Nothing, whatever. Sark's a good player. Covington's a good player, but you can find guys like
They
that.
should have traded Fultz in there, too. Just got rid of his ass.
Yeah. I don't know about Fultz. I don't know what's going on.
Have you watched him shoot a free throw?
It's a problem.
Yeah,
He's got some mental stuff going
Mental
on. man.
stuff,
The kid's
yeah.
too talented.
He's got the
not to deal with
yips.
it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
He got some, yeah.
Last
much.
last year in the playoffs, when you see a guy like Tatum out there for the Celtics,
Right.
just a rookie just going in,
Right.
and he's not even getting playing time. Like
No.
they're not even thinking about putting him in the game.
Right.
And Tatum is a legitimate star now in the league.
Yeah.
I've got to say he is.
Tatum is turning into a star.
Oh.
There's no question about it. He's absolutely. I think it just makes it more competitive now.
Yeah. Butler,
Philly-
Butler gives him firepower.
He gives them
He
firepower,
does.
but they still have a problem. They still don't have shooting. I mean,
Right.
they just got rid of two more. Covington was him and Redick were their two best shooters. Now you got rid of him, so they're not done yet. This is just the beginning for Philly. They're going to make more moves now. They got to get shooting. They have no shooting.
He's a great fit for that city, though. It seems like his personality.
Yeah, he plays hard. He's a tough kid.
Blue collar.
Blue collar kid. He's going to
What
fit
about
in
all
well
the-
there.
All the things that he screwed up Chicago, he screwed up.
Playing with young guys.
Timberwolves.
It's questionable. He's playing with their two best
That's what they're
players
saying.
are young.
And he said if that's true, then nobody's,
Well,
really
listen,
my
we're
friend.
gonna find out. If he can't make it in Philly, you burned bridges in Chicago. You torched Minnesota.
Do you
with
think
what
he's
you did to
burning
them.
bridges, or do you think he's just too hard? I think he's just too hard on young players.
He's very hard on young players because of his story, where he came up from. This guy's the way he grew up is rough, man. No parents. He had to fight for everything. So when he sees guys like Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, who have all the talent in the world, and they're just kind of lollygagging out there, he's like, "What the fuck, man? If I was your size, you're like an athlete like you, I would be doing this, this, and that." And that's what bothered him. So I guess depends how you look at it, man. I'd want a guy like that on my team.
Yeah.
Push
I like
guys.
Butler.
You got to have a good bench if you're going to face any of these West Coast super teams. I call them. That's how I feel about it.
Philly's thin right now. I mean, after
Very
making that trade, they're I
Yeah.
watched them yesterday, and it's like, ooh, the guys they're bringing in, the guys that are coming in, it's like they're very thin. So they're gonna make more moves.
And that's
This
why
is the
they
beginning.
played the Pistons yesterday?
They played Orlando and they blew a 20-point lead, lost the game.
No Bamba.
Yeah, they got some work to do, but you got to make that trade because Jimmy Butler's an all-star.
Right.
They don't grow on trees. You had to make it. It was a good move. We'll see what happens with them. What did you guys think? You're Celtics fans. Are you worried about it? Does it?
No, it's definitely going to be.
No.
It makes an interesting playoff scenario coming up. But I look at Boston now. Our starting five looks great, just like Philly's starting five now. You add Butler in there, but I see how Brad Stevens. I don't know how he's going to do it. I like the guys coming off the bench. I love to see Rozier. It's hard to find that match right now.
tough.
And I told you last year, Kyrie, when we went to, we should have traded him and
I agree 100%.
and Hayward.
Hayward.
I thought that would have been prime real estate to bring a guy in, but we got to see how it works this year. But I think it's going to be an
Kyrie, I
interesting
disagree.
playoffs.
Kyrie, I disagree
I
with.
disagree with Kyrie.
It was
only
on the fence with me, yeah, but he's playing good.
Because
now.
when it comes down to end the game, playoff games, 2 minutes left,
Yeah.
you give him the ball and get the fuck out of
I
the way.
watched him score 38, 42
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
the Celtics. when he was-
That's
Well,
where
absolutely.
during the regular season you can get away with not having a Kyrie Irving, but when it comes to crunch time, we were watching the Celtics last year in the playoffs. I'm like, this is where they're missing him.
Yes.
At the end of the games, they didn't know what to do. They're
Yeah.
like passing it and they're launching threes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like if they had Kyrie right now, he could be like, dude, give me the fucking ball, ISO, and get out of the way. I'll make something happen.
Hayward just doesn't fit. He's the biggest.
I agree.
He doesn't fit.
He just doesn't look 100% healthy either.
You know what?
Yeah,
He looks slow.
I think when
Style of play, he looks slow.
they signed Hayward, I don't think they knew. Obviously, they didn't have Jason Tatum yet. I don't think they knew how good Jaylen
They
Brown
were
was
going
going
to
to
grow at that
Hey,
point.
Jalen
These guys,
Holy shit,
they're at the point right now. It's like if there's someone you can move, it's Hayward. That's the guy
Yeah.
you gotta move because his contract is not horrible. Maybe you can find someone to take him because those other two guys, they're going to need to get paid soon.
Because Marcus Smart needs to be out there more. He's the defensive threat that they have.
And Rozier, like
Yeah,
Juice was
Rozier,
saying,
yeah,
he doesn't get a lot of
That
playing time now.
guy
It's
plays hard. Marcus Smart plays hard.
Yeah.
He
I would
Every
put
team
Marcus
gives you
Smart
everything.
in the starting
Every
five. That's
every
what I would do.
every
Yeah.
winning team needs a guy like Marcus Smart.
Absolutely.
Because you can't stand him when you're playing against
Yeah.
him. That's when you know you
Boston's
love
a blue collar town. They love when he's diving and he's out there. He's getting in guys' faces,
Charlie Hudson,
taking
yeah.
charges and shit.
Yep.
He don't care. Like some of these guys, the superstars, got that diva mentality.
He doesn't have that.
These guys want to win,
Yeah.
and they want to win in Boston.
I don't think this affects the Celtics at all, to be honest with you. I think
Yeah,
it makes Philly
no.
more interesting.
Right.
Depending on what they do, I think they're gonna get some shooters out there. They have a ton of assets still. They have a lot of draft picks. They're gonna start moving them. The process, they're cashing in now. The whole process that they did, let's suck, let's get these guys. It's time to cash in now. That was the first chip, Jimmy Butler. Now it's time to move all the other stuff around and go for it. Well, what are you waiting for? This is it now. You go for it.
You got to pray for someone to get hurt on Golden State or something. Something falls apart over there.
Well,
That you got
that's a good segue because
Well,
Golden State had a little issue this week
Yeah.
with
Chicken the
Draymond and Durant.
You knew that was coming. Draymond,
No,
he
I
all
don't
he
think
does
I
is.
knew.
I didn't see.
I'm
that.
saying no. You just
Draymond
knowing
gets-
him being on a team, you know there's got to be issues.
Like
He's a
you know,
talker.
he's a loudmouth and he gets into
He's the
guys,
glue,
but he
too.
took it too far with Durant, man. I mean, you could say guys whatever, but when you're bringing up the other dude's money and you're talking about you're leaving us and this and that, like whoa, man, like in the middle of a game, like that was He took it to another
KD
level.
was on his
There's
big
some
Twitter.
there's some other shit going on there. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not just something you throw out there. There's shit going on for you to say that. Something.
Which happens in teams like this.
It
you know?
does.
Yeah.
They won it without him.
Yeah.
They
There's a lot of egos on that
I
team.
mean, he's the guy that's the way I look at it.
I was
Like,
waiting-
You got Steph, Clay, and Draymond. They won a championship. They
All
didn't need
Draymond
it.
had to do was go like this. If he did that on TV, if he just went like this, 3 to him, oh my God, imagine that. There would have been fireworks going off. I got
Well,
3,
it
you
was
got
close.
2, 3. If he did something like that, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Because you could read his lips.
He-
and then you could watch KD, this is why I'm out.
This is why I'm out.
And then Iguodala got into it. And then, of course, they have DeMarcus Cousins, who's dressed like a pimp. And he's just like, he's giving...
He's tremendous.
Boogie.
When
What was he talking about, honestly?
When Boogie has to calm you down, you got issues going on in that locker room.
Oh, yeah.
But what's Boogie honestly going to say? Hey, man, my Achilles is getting better. Don't worry, I'll be
Yeah.
out there soon.
Listen, man. I mean, it's part of it's a long season.
I was upset that Boogie went up to Golden State because he was in the Pelicans. I was rooting for them team.
Oh, we were
They had
furious.
Ron. I mean, last year that team was exciting, man. And Anthony Davis, I picked him to be MVP this year.
So, yeah, me too.
He did
The
too.
kid's
Yeah.
nasty, man. You know, I
Yeah.
said that in the beginning, and he proves that he's a top marquee player. But
Absolutely.
they didn't get anything that he had started going down there. They're kind of going. So these other guys got to step up.
It's tough.
And good luck in that. You know,
It's tough because he's coming up too. He'll be a free agent
Sure.
soon with all the chatter starting with him already. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Golden State, look, in the end, barring something bad happens with an injury, they're probably still going to win the whole thing.
Right. Right.
I think Klay Thompson said it good. He said, the only team that can beat us is us.
Very true.
In the
Yeah.
end.
Absolutely.
That's the only team that can beat us. If we start letting all this stuff get to us, then we'll
Sure.
lose.
Sure.
That does somebody beat us, we fucked up. And we lost.
I know somebody that could go to Golden State right now.
Carmelo Anthony.
Mellow. Wow, Mellow.
All right, I said this before.
Fallen, man.
I said this before, and Juice completely disagreed with me. I don't think he would be a bad fit on the Celtics.
How? Give us your reason.
Yeah,
I
really
don't
wanna hear
think
this,
if he would
man.
learn to. I mean, his biggest issue is that he doesn't want to know what his role is. He's not a starter
There
anymore.
you go.
Well, here you go. That's why he just got.
That's why he got canned.
That's
So
why.
what? So what? So now he knows he got canned. So you gotta fucking
No.
step up and move. For, what's he
No.
gonna do?
He hasn't done it. He hasn't shown that he can do that anywhere.
No, Melo's
Anywhere.
ego is he doesn't get it yet, man.
He's not a
He doesn't.
starter.
He still thinks in his mind he is a prolific scorer, Hall of Famer, which he is, but not anymore, man. If he would just take that role, like be a 6-man, come in there, do what you do, gun. You can be a 6-man and just come in and gun for like 20 minutes.
Get hot.
Well,
Get your
Kyrie
shot,
wants him.
Get all your shots, get your 15 shots up, and then sit back
He's
down
like, what's
because
his
you can't
like,
guard anybody.
Like a Jamal Crawford.
Exactly, but he doesn't want to take that role. So he constantly. It happened in Oklahoma City. They tried moving him to the bench. He's like, bench? Bench?
yeah.
You know who I am? It's like,
Yeah.
we knew who you were.
Exactly.
Just accept it, man. If he could play another 5 years if he accepted
His
that.
role.
But he won't accept it.
Him coming to the Celtics, Joe, it was like when Shaquille O'Neal came to Boston.
Right.
It was
Well-
like it's like a novelty to me. It doesn't
That's
mean
what it
nothing.
would be.
Kind of,
Shaquille O'Neal could actually help them that year, I think, if they actually left him,
I
didn't
don't-
bring
I
him
don't- I
back
don't know
until the
what Melo
playoffs.
does for the Celtics.
When you say
I
a
don't think it's
guy
a conversation.
off the bench, I remember him from the '80s and stuff. Was Vinnie Johnson from
Yeah,
Detroit?
the microwave.
The mic.
Right.
That's what he could have been. He
20
would get
minutes.
in there, he get the ball, he shoot.
Get your
Yeah.
buckets, man.
That's what he needs to be.
Look, some of the best scorers of all time, when they get older, that's what they turn into. They turn into 6-men. Because it's like you can't play all these minutes. You lost some of your stuff, but you can still score. You didn't forget how to score. You just can't do anything else. So,
Like
come
the
up.
Celtics when they won and they had House. Who was it, Eddie House? He was off the bench. He was a
Carmelo Anthony, Eddie House.
House.
Well, same thing.
Same thing.
not same thing, but
I know what you're saying.
I know what you're saying, Joe.
I know what you're saying.
You're looking for like that old vet that just wants to actually.
his
see
biggest
the
his
deck.
one. Yeah, like
I
you
was
said.
just with his boy Chris Paul.
I
That's
will-
his boy.
I will say something though. I kind of have a feeling that
He was.
D'Antoni shoved it up Melo's ass this time because they had the whole thing when he was in New York, and part of the reason Melo got D'Antoni fired. He didn't want him there, so he got fired. Now you flash forward to D'Antoni's the coach of Houston. Part of me thinks D'Antoni brings him in there just to be like, you know what? We don't need you anymore. Like, it kind of feels like he kind of fucked him a little bit.
I wouldn't doubt that.
It's 10 games.
Players
They
have a
don't
lot of say who goes where too. Believe they have a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
power.
they
It's-
have a ton of power.
in the Bird Magic era, it
And
was
the reason-
that was not there was nothing like that. It was
No.
you were just a basketball
The
player.
players run everything.
The
now.
game is evolving as
Oh,
the years
yeah.
go on, and it's amazing to see where it's going to because
You're telling me Chris Paul got Melo there? That's
Yeah,
his dude. He's
sure.
like, you bring him
Sure.
in. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out.
Well, it did not work.
It didn't work, man.
players kind of call the shots in that league, and that's why you see some of these huge swings here and there, and
Yeah.
Boston has as good chances of anyone. But as far as Melo coming to Boston,
I don't
I'm
see
protesting that shit.
it. I don't see
All right.
it. I could see him linking up if he.
Kyrie
accepts
said
the
he
role.
wants him. Kyrie wanted a 14, 15-year-old vet.
Well, you got one. There's your fifth. He's not the vet
He's
you
a
want, though,
cancer.
man. I don't know.
But he gets his contract. He's still getting paid big money no matter where he goes, right? No.
That
No.
contract's over now.
Yeah.
Now
Really?
He's just a vet minimum type guy.
You come league minimum. That he
Yeah.
might have to accept that role somewhere to go. But like I said, I don't
I
like
think
that.
it's on Melo at this point.
Yeah.
If he's willing to accept a role, then there's a job out there for him. If he wants to be the man, he might as well just retire.
Okay, look. So let's say this is the end, Melo.
Retire.
Yeah, I'm retiring.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where does his legacy stand? What do you remember?
Syracuse.
You're a Knicks fan.
He had it. Look, early on in his Knicks career, he was one of the best scorers in the league. There's no arguing that. He was tremendous when he first got there. Did they build a team around him? Not really.
This guy is fucking Knicks. Huh?
No, I'm just saying. You asked me.
The most hardcore fan I've ever met.
Because the minute I
I'm being-
saw the minute that I heard that he got released, the first thing that I thought of
To
was
what? To go back to New York?
No, not going back to New York. The
No.
first thing that I thought of is what Joe said was he's going to be remembered for
For
a national
Syracuse.
championship, which is
Yes.
horrible. Which is horrible.
He's going to be remembered for Olympic gold medals because he's the only guy that's won 3, and then the Syracuse now.
Because he's a completely different player when he plays for
Not me.
World
And if
If you
Mellow.
want,
He married Lala from MTV. That's what I
There you
remember.
go. You
for.
remember him for that?
Fuck him and his sneakers. He never did shit. He's a fucking crybaby. Get out of the fucking league. Let's go move on.
That's basically.
Be
where-
honest with you.
That's basically where he is right now, man.
You took up too much of our time.
You know,
Yep.
Mellow's gone. Let's move on. Move on to MLB.
Yeah.
MLB was, they had all the awards this week, huh?
Yes, they did, man.
Do you agree with the fact that Bob Melvin got a manager of the
Yes.
year for the AL?
I do.
All right.
I didn't
I
have
could
a
give
problem
two
with it.
shits.
So Mookie Betts won MVP.
Juice? No. Should it have been Cora? Is that where you're getting
the
at?
reason
Yeah.
why you go against the Yankees, a great Yankee team. You go against the Astros and you go against the Dodgers, and there was
can't
more.
use that. That's what they.
I understand that, but whatever the wins. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a diehard Red Sox fan, and the World Series was great. We beat the fucking Yankees. That's what matters.
Yeah.
And the hardcore guys would say that. We beat the Yankees. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We're haters. That's
Yeah.
how it's supposed.
We are haters.
Keep
See, he
the
said it.
rival alive.
Yeah.
Keep the rival alive. That's the truth.
I agree with that part.
Mm-hmm.
But beating the Yankees, that was bigger than winning the.
Now, I wouldn't say it's bigger, but for me though,
I think it is.
because if we would have lost the World Series,
No, I think it
we
is.
still beat.
I think
The Yankees.
It's
you
huge.
beat the Yankees,
It's
but
huge.
lost the World Series, it still would have been a great year.
To me,
That's the difference between
we
Yankee and Red
beat the
Sox.
Yankees. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It was a big fucking win, man.
Right.
We didn't get this a lot. I mean, you guys won all your championships, back in the day a little bit, the Roaring 20s and shit like us.
The Roaring
And then you had some great teams here, and we've always followed each other. You always follow the Yankees if you're a Red Sox fan. You have to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because that's what counts. And it's such a big rivalry.
He's admitting it. You see?
I'm admitting
See
it.
how Juice is admitting it?
Absolutely.
I watch
owning
his.
it.
I watch as many
He's owning
Red
Yankee
Sox
Sox.
games as I watch Yankee games.
Is that
Yeah,
real?
if I'm home and I'm watching a Red Sox game, I got both TVs. I got the Yankee game on as well.
Joe, you don't think that was great for baseball?
Oh,
to
I
see that
think
play?
so.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it great?
Fantastic.
Wasn't it? Oh my God.
We said we at nauseum we talk about Yankees Red Sox and how great it is that it's back.
To the track, to the
Oh.
wall, we are tied. Fucking, you can't beat that. It's
You can't.
the best.
And
Great feeling.
hopefully it keeps going, man. It should. The Yankees are about to explode. They're gonna make some fucking moves here. You're already hearing the chatter.
Machado?
Not Machado.
right.
No, the pitching.
Kluber?
Kluber possibly, and who's the kid from Seattle?
Paxton.
Paxton.
Why don't you guys go get the Cy Young Award winner, DeGrom? That's what you guys should do.
Love him.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't find.
You can
Love
still
him.
stay in the same house.
So Juice,
Come on,
Exactly.
Stick around.
as being a Sox fan, I'm gonna switch to this. Do you think Mookie deserved MVP over JD?
That's a tough call. Could have went anyways, but yeah,
I thought.
Mookie definitely. I would give it to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You guys are all.
You
Mookie?
agree?
Mookie won it. Did you guys really
I
see
got no
Mike
problem.
Trout's stats at the end of the year?
No.
They're incredible. He missed what, a month?
Yeah, what
He-
were his final
He
stats?
had 80 RBIs. He had a little lower batting average.
Was it?
He still had 38 home
He's a
runs.
beast,
like,
man.
yeah, like
He's a
his
beast, man.
stats are it's just the
Yeah.
WAR. They go off of the WAR and stuff now. So
Right.
Mookie Betts' WAR was better, but dude, Mike Trout's stats are every year. It's right.
Oh,
there.
he's a monster.
It's insane. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I'll give you a postseason award. I had a little issue with though. Was
All
that AL Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I had an issue with that too.
I should.
And
I
you
agree
know
with
what? And
I
Otani
think it
maybe
should-
wins, but by the margin that he won, it's like what the fuck? Like
Andujar
had
deserved
so
it.
many.
Yeah, Indu
Big
had a
at-bats.
great year, man.
You know what I mean?
I was shocked at that one.
The
I mean,
kid-
I
the
get
kid
it
produced.
because he pitched. Because he pitched and he hit.
Pitched.
He had 22
From a
home runs.
different
He had
country-
7.
from a different
But
country.
he missed
you know.
fucking what, like 2 months?
He missed 2 months. And then he had the
Don't
surgery.
they, doesn't every player that comes over from Japan normally win Rookie of the Year? Like Ichiro
It
has
really-
won it.
yeah, it
Daisuke
seems like it.
has won
Yeah.
it. It seems like almost every year when they come over, it's like, you know what? They're
But Indu had a great 97 RBIs and 27 home runs.
How
He
many
hit
doubles?
300.
40 something doubles.
Almost 50. And he wasn't
you
even
guys
close.
carried you guys when Judge was gone.
Yeah, I
Carried
know.
him.
In New York. That's what I'm saying.
I was surprised. I thought it'd be close. I was like, they're probably going to give it to Ohio, whatever.
I didn't
Shine.
think he was even.
Because he
in the
pitched.
talks.
He pitched and hit. And no
Okay.
one and no one's done that since Babe Ruth. Blah, blah,
Oh my
blah,
God,
blah.
let's move on from that. You know, like
That's why he got it. But I thought it'd be like it's relatively close. It was not even close. I mean, he got almost every single first place vote.
I think that's
And then it was Andujar was all the way down here. Like,
let's remember that these are writers that are doing this.
right.
If these were if they had players, if they
Voting,
had-
yeah.
Do you think the players would have?
Well, the writers don't know it. You know what I mean? A lot of these reporters.
The writers don't know who.
No.
Andujar?
Otani. Like he doesn't speak to them. He has his interpreter the whole time and stuff. Like he's
Right.
you have Andujar.
You don't speak too good English either. He's
Yeah, but he's in New York and stuff. I'm just saying. Like I just feel like it's.
So who do you think should have won, Joe?
Won what?
Yeah.
The AL? Who should have won the Rookie of the Year?
He's over there pricing fists on his
No,
fucking
I was looking
computers.
at something else. I was gonna go into
Grape
Gold Glove.
Grease.
Oh,
Gold Glove. Yardier Molina has 9 Gold Gloves as catcher. I didn't know if anyone knew that. It was just thrown out as a stat. That was it.
wow, you dug real deep on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
I could have guessed that he had.
And the other thing I was gonna say about the awards is Derek Jeter must look at himself and think he's an idiot. Like, well, how do you get rid of Christian Yelich and he wins the MVP?
Yeah, that
He did. That was it. He took over a franchise and he has a franchise player and
He's
trades
the
it.
Michael Jordan of the NBA now, because
Of the MLB.
Of the MLB, yeah. So Michael Jordan, he has the Charlotte, whatever they're called now, Hornets.
Yeah,
And-
it's
yeah, and he can't do any right, and that's where Derek Jeter will be. He'll be sitting there and just
Mediocrity.
Jeter's finding out
It's
how
not
much
that
different it is to be on the other side.
No.
He's like, fuck, man.
It's a whole when money's involved. Oh boy, when somebody
Take it.
when you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
boss telling you, we need to fucking save some money here. We got to start getting rid of some of these guys, and you're gonna be the fall guy.
Christian
You're the
Yelich
face
wa-
of this,
he
not
wasn't
me. You are.
costing you anything.
Yeah.
I don't understand that one. What's his contract? He's not making a lot of money.
No, he's still on his rookie contract, probably.
It's such a good year. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough pill, man. So I mean, rookie of the year. I mean, NL MVP. I don't think anybody has. A
I think
problem
the
with that.
biggest shock was the
I
NL
thought-
Cy Young. I think people just because of the wins, losses,
Right,
and stuff,
Scherzer,
but if you
but-
look at the pitching,
Well, you're right, exactly.
Yeah.
He just never got help, and he was fucking. He's
DeGrom.
shot.
I love the fact they gave it to DeGrom.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That
Are you kidding? The
yeah.
run he had. What was it? 20-something. How many starts in a row did he have with 2 runs or less? 20-something in a row. Like you can't. That's
He
unheard of.
pitches his ass off. You know
He
what
had
I
a
mean?
great
He's-
year.
lowest ERA with that many innings pitched since
Right.
1960 something. They said
Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean
That's
he-
why the Yankees need to go get him.
And
I
that-
said that at the trade deadline. They should do it now.
The Yankees are getting on him. It's going to get good for baseball. Seeing the, like I'm saying, in the AL, and
Yeah.
and I never.
Because Boston won, it ramps it up.
Sure,
It always does.
You're out for blood next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he knows
Yeah,
how to
Rams-
pitch. He can handle New York.
Well, we
All
know
right,
that.
So you get Kluber. All right, you guys would love Kluber, I'm sure. He's a Cy Young award.
Out of all those guys, I'd
I'm-
take DeGrom out of all.
Exactly,
All
because
of
he
them.
could handle New
New York.
We already know that.
That's why.
Yeah.
There's no
Let's
question.
go from Queens to the Bronx. You're right there.
He's 32.
Who? DeGrom?
30?
No,
No.
he's young, John.
Look this up right
DeGrom.
now.
How old is
I think
DeGrom?
he's older than you
If
think.
the Yankees want him, they'll
Johnny,
get him.
he's 26.
You know, if the Yankees really want him, they'll go get him.
I think he's 26, 27 at the most. He's a kid,
I
man.
think he might be 30.
30,
DeGrom's 30.
1988.
I was surprised too.
Oh shit!
Really?
I'm 30.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
next,
not-
next
that's
year,
not-
31.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought he was younger than that. How old's Kluber?
Looking it up.
And Paxton's definitely in his 20s. I know that.
Kluber, I think, is like 30.
Well, Blake Snell won the AL, and he's 25. 21 wins.
Blake Snell.
32 is Kluber. So yeah.
And how old is Paxton?
27. Man, you guys make.
Well, you're on a run here. You might as well keep my computers.
Yeah, you guys have a computer in front of you.
Paxton?
James
Yeah.
Pacific. That's not even a person.
Sounds like a porn star.
Yeah, Scott, what are you looking up
Jimmy
over there?
Pacific.
James
Stop.
Paxton is
30.
30 years old. And
All
he,
these people are 30.
They're all
Everybody's
30.
30.
Get them all three of them. Ready to run.
They want him, they'll get him.
All three of them.
But I just
Tanaka and Severino will be our fifth starter, and we're ready to go.
I noticed in that, and all the series played, how much, even in the Red Sox Yankees playoff series, how important these decisions make. Where these coaches,
Yes.
it was unbelievable how
Corey did a great job, man.
every pitch counted. I mean,
Yeah.
you felt it in you. You're like, wow, what's he gonna do now? It was amazing to watch those guys.
The biggest,
just
we said it right
locked in.
here.
You
Yeah.
We said it right
Yeah.
here. The biggest difference in the Yankee Red Sox series was Cora and fucking
made
Jackass.
moves. He made moves. He was one guy was supposed to start. He's we're gonna start this.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy how he
did.
positioned him.
He did. He pushed all the right buttons.
We don't have that. We have some good pitching. We're not some lights out, shutout.
He got everything out of that team.
Yeah, he did.
You got a great lineup. I mean, you knew they could hit, but
Right.
as far as the pitching goes, I was like, it's going to be a problem. And
then-
he did it, man.
Yeah, it ended up working out into our favor.
It did, man. It doesn't help that you play the Dodgers. They're fucking choke artists. They're never going to win.
Well, Juice, let me ask you this. We know
Yep.
you're a Red Sox fan,
Mhm.
Celtics fan,
Mhm.
but you're also a self-proclaimed Sasquatch
Oh,
Yes.
aficionado and expert
absolutely.
locally.
Nobody knows more about Bigfoot than Justin Lambert.
It's
So what I want to know is,
you know, I
talk
didn't
a little bit
know.
about your personal
Bigfoot?
experience.
I didn't know for a long time. I didn't know Juice's real first name. I just thought it was Juice.
Justin.
well, as you
I know
can
it's
see,
Justin.
in New London we all have nicknames, and that's just the way it kind of goes, you know. But when it comes to Bigfoot,
There we go. This is going to be.
listen.
Here we go.
Everyone has their own personal opinion. Scientists, this guy, that guy. I want to believe. Everyone needs something to believe. I just think there's so much of the world that, yeah, it seems small now, but there's still a lot of shit we don't see.
Right.
And I personally, there's a lot of evidence out there supporting that. You know,
So
That there's
you're
a-
not saying you haven't seen him out any evidence in Bates Woods? Is it more like Bates Woods or Pacific Northwest?
I was over at Stenger Park today too, searching for tracks, looking for dung, looking for footprints from a bipedal hominid roaming. Yes.
Oh, so
But-
this is a daily thing for you. You're always looking for Bigfoot.
Well, I'm not fucking. I don't have a picture in front of me jerking off on him, Joe. But yeah, I'm interested. Right? It's a childhood thing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And like I was saying, I might even trek out to Pacific Northwest. I don't know.
That's
Go
where you
camping.
that's where you gotta go.
You
So
know.
what's this, like, Bigfoot is, explain. He's a half man, half
He is something that is evolved.
unidentified.
More. It's like almost a Neanderthal type
The
being.
guy from the beef jerky commercial.
Yeah.
I
you
know what
you
he-
just got to deal with Nike.
I know what he looks like. Yeah.
To me, it's just it's a really amazing. And even if you look around and you listen to stories, the Native Americans have huge stories passed down. They find
Sasquatch stories?
Petroglyphs?
oh sure, there's petroglyphs of that stuff. Yeah, but
Really?
even when you want to talk about aliens, the petroglyphs and stuff out in Australia for the Aborigines, they are unbelievable. They believe everything came down, and they have these strange beaches. It's crazy when you look into it.
Right.
I could talk to you about this. You got to bring us something up, and we could talk about certain events that is just.
Is there a correlation between Bigfoot and the aliens? I'm
No.
a serious question. I don't know. Is he a
Some
left-
people do believe that. I don't. Like
You don't
that
know.
your Greek guy from Ancient Aliens. What's his name?
Tsoukalos.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy really trumps for that stuff, man.
Right.
He finds everything comes from aliens, but
Everything.
I just think the world is so big. There has to be something else out there.
I believe that.
You know,
Scott believes all the secrets of the universe are going to be found under the ocean.
Yes.
Sure, why
First
not?
off, I
You
don't
think-
know if
you
you
think
guys
they're
saw
gonna be
this.
in the
I
woods.
sent. Thank you for bringing that up. I sent this to you guys. Was the giant squid that was discovered?
I didn't see that.
It's huge.
Scott's a big ocean guy.
Yeah.
Big into
sent it to
sharks too,
everybody.
which I heard you
Oh,
are.
fuck,
If there's a
oh, yeah.
huge squid. The squid was, what did they say, 13 feet long? Stuff. There's something that big down there. Imagine the, you know.
Listen,
What else is
nothing
down
for nothing, but like octopus. I was just talking about this the other day because I ordered octopus the other day, and part of me feels bad eating octopus because they're so goddamn intelligent. Octopus are like they've studied like their DNA and everything. They're nothing like anything on this planet. They adapt to their environment like no other animal. Like they change patterns and colors. They can like meld into any environment they're in. They regenerate limbs
Arms,
and
yeah,
arms.
yeah, they're pretty.
They can they do other crazy things.
So maybe eating it would make you smarter.
I like calamari.
I do
All right,
too.
so we're gonna start going around here on a rapid fire. We know Juice believes in Bigfoot. Scott, Bigfoot, rapid fire pick.
Yes. I have big feet.
You believe in Bigfoot?
This is like yes or no.
Yeah, you believe. Well, you could go on and tell us what you think, or you could say no, it's not. You know.
Yeah, I believe there's a vast fucking universe and world out there. Is there some lower fucking hominids that are walking around this planet? Yeah, probably.
I don't believe in anything.
No,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Nothing.
He doesn't believe
I
in
just
it.
watched Interstellar. There's something else.
No ghosts.
Listen.
No Bigfoot.
Aliens?
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna tell you.
Aliens?
No ghosts.
Aliens?
That's different. That's a whole
Joe, what about
different
you?
conversation.
I believe in both.
Why?
I watch everything,
I
documentary,
gotta see
History
one, dude.
Channel, anything about Bigfoot and this stuff. I'm all about.
Listen,
100%.
I would love to believe in all this stuff.
All right, let me.
But I can't.
Let me ask
Why?
you this. Let me ask you this. All right, and then and this will kind of debunk your whole thing. So everything that you believe needs to be concrete, tangible, and
I gotta taste it.
you gotta taste it to believe it. Okay.
That's why I don't
All
want
right,
to.
all right, hold on. All right. Then let me ask you this. So you don't believe that there should be any unknown, right? So do you know how you got here before you were born, and do you know what's going to happen to you after you die?
I think it just goes dark.
Fade to black. That's it.
Just
like a movie.
Just like this show right now.
Like Sopranos.
But it's unknown, right?
I think it goes black.
And that's it.
Well,
But you're not conscious, or you're conscious and it goes black.
It's like the movie The Sopranos.
I want to believe there's more. But I got nothing. I just
Yeah.
think it ends.
Why? But there was nothing before us. How do I don't remember anything.
Was there
You don't.
dinosaurs?
I don't know.
There
I'm
was
just.
tons of stuff.
Well, you don't know. You don't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
You're-
remember.
Okay.
No.
But there's obviously there must have been something. You don't know what it is. It could be just black. It could be that you were in another lifetime. You
you
could have
believe-
been you're in another realm or universe. You don't know.
I hope
What?
so. But
What's it called where you come back as something
My point
else?
is that the
Reincarnation.
reincarnation.
Do you believe in that?
No, I believe in
See,
it.
I do.
Yeah, I believe in forms.
I believe there's heaven, and I believe there's a hell.
Yeah.
And I like to think the people that I love that I've lost along this way
Are they watching us?
are there. Yeah, in their spirits, absolutely.
You sense them. You feeling you that experience and everything like that.
See, I haven't.
Yeah,
That's what I
definitely
need.
with-
That's
that's
what
what
I
it goes.
need.
Alright.
If I
But you
have
need
those-
that scare. Sometimes it's not good. It could be a lot of.
If I
different
have
things.
it, I would love to believe it. Believe me.
Yeah.
I want to believe it. I don't want to
Everybody
think.
does.
I don't want to think it's black.
You know what
That
that-
sucks.
Go take yourself a nice dose of
Sucks.
psilocybin mushrooms and have yourself a fucking mystical experience. It might change your.
You're telling me to do
Take
drugs.
some
Acid.
I'm telling you, do psychedelics. It's
Do
totally
drugs.
fucking-
Let's
Get
do
some
acid.
DMT in him. See how he
Get some
feels.
DMT.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
That
Let me
might-
enlighten you. Done a lot of drugs, John.
You did the wrong one.
Still don't fucking believe it.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Jesus Christ.
So that didn't work.
Yeah. So
Alright, rapid fire,
We're
Joe.
gonna get you.
Rapid fire. That was it. That was
No
the
big-
rapid fire. We were asking aliens. You're in. Scott's in.
Yeah.
You're in.
I'm in.
Juice is in.
No.
Harry's out.
Clearly not.
I'm in.
Jesus.
Bigfoot. We're all in.
Not me.
Those-
Giant
I like
squid.
it.
We all saw it. It's proof.
Here on House
Oh,
Rules,
they-
we
they-
can
they
do
definitely-
other things than just talk sports.
Scott likes
Look.
calamari.
Yeah.
Everybody's got that thing.
Well, it was great to have you on, Juice.
Thank you so much.
I
for having
appreciate it. We'll bring you back on. I think we should go into more about Bigfoot and aliens and stuff like
me. I
that
would
when
love
we
to
have
talk
to.
about that.
I would like to be enlightened about this.
And
We have
yeah.
a lot of stuff we can derive.
We
from
can.
it.
I can send you some documentaries.
Absolutely.
Do that. That might
So-
help.
House Rules out.
I just want to
Every-
say one thing.
Yes.
Coming up, love your families. You're gonna see people come and go in your life. Obviously, I can't think about Thanksgiving without thinking about my friend Marlon Beasley, the king of West Kuwait Street, and always, Tommy Ellison. These guys are all in my spirits and in my thoughts and in my prayers. So
Yes. I like
Do
that
the right
move.
thing and never forget the people that have lost along the way.
That's right, man.
That was a nice way to end it.
Well said. House,
House rules.
man.
Dorothy Mantooth's a saint.
She's a saint.
Saint!
Dorothy Mantooth.